Now, are you ready? Yeah. All right, what I have here is a bow case made from a blanket. A lot of times we use to hunt with, we use a bow case made from brain tan leather and it's tied to the quiver. In this case, I had another bow that I have in the quiver we hunt with, so I just put the horn bow in this just to show you how they were carried on the quiver. And they're just tied on with these laces right here. They're just tied to the bandolier is tied to the bandolier right here like that. All right, now I'm gonna take the horn bow out and I'll show you the horn bow. Now, this is the horn bow in a relaxed position. This is what it looks, a profile. It's in a relaxed position. It's made from mountain sheep horn. That's what the belly is. The belly of that bow is mountain sheep horn, the bighorn sheep. This particular bow, we used stone sheep, which came out of northern Yukon, northern British Columbia, which is a cross between the Dall sheep and the Rocky Mountain bighorn. So it's a wild sheep is what we use for this bow, and it has made a very good bow. It has taken its own double curve, so you are seeing a true double curve bow. This is a Plains Indian bow. This is the bow that actually sued Custer. It's the one that they took him down with, is this bow right here, and the one they hid from the federal government after they left that battlefield, the Indians. A lot of these were buried. Later on, the United States government put a reservoir in that valley and it covered the entire cache. We don't even know how many of these bows were in there, but we know they were many. And we'll never see those bows ever again. And they were the last bows to ever be used in warfare. But they were for that. That is the Indian atomic bomb. This is the bow they would not tell white man about. We had to figure it out, and we finally did, but it took a very long time to do it. They also made this bow from elk horn. Later on, we found some that were made from cow horn, but it would have to be longhorn cattle. This is called a cheater. Right here, I always use this to string a bow with. It's going to put pressure on both tips at the same time. I want both limbs to bend at the same time. This bow has a snake hide cover on it. It's a rattlesnake. That helps me protect the sinew from moisture, which we have a great deal of down here. So I hope I've done a fair job of it. And then I've got the handle cover on it, which is a piece of otter up here. And then you've got what we consider the eyes that don't blink. Animals can see that and they'll pass over it. They won't spend time looking at it and it doesn't frighten them. Yet they know that with this out here moving, the head looks like some kind of an animal. Maybe a moose, maybe another elk or something like that, whatever they're used to seeing. So the bow itself is basically camouflage. The tips are painted with Indian paint, and they too have got yellow ochre, red ochre, and black, the colors that we used on the tips of this bow. This piece right here is a piece of wild cherry bark, and the wild cherry bark covers the seam where the rawhide that's over this tip and the snake come together for water protection, and it works very well. All right, now we're going to string it for you, show you how it was done. You're protecting your bow very well when you do this. Now, the string is already on it as far as the string goes. It's already on the end of the bow. That's the bottom end of the bow, and I'm putting this over it right here. Now, up here, there's a short piece of cord. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a short piece of cord that holds the bowstring close to the bow. That's so when you do put it in a bow case and you stick it down in there and you drag it out, you've got the string with it. It doesn't come off and stay down in the bottom of the quiver or down in the bottom of the bow case. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to string this for you. See what I get done. I may have to give it to Andy. I'm getting a little old for this. And my right hand don't work with the damn. Damn. You need two hands for everything, and I only got one. Now that's just my fumbling hands that are in the way. All right, now let me be sure that's on fairly even in an even place right here. You get my bowstring around where it needs to be so I can get my hands on it. This keeper is pulled up at the first of the stringing to keep the string on the knot. When I get the bow pulled down to string height, I'll move this down and stick the bowstring right here between this loop right here. I'll stick it in between, pull it on, and then put it over the thing, and then take the stringer off. The string will come right over the top of it. So we're going to use that stringer or that cheater to make sure you got both limbs bending the same way at the same time. I may want to flex this bow a little bit. Now I'm putting that under my foot like this. Yeah, I'm putting it under my foot like this. Yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna flex it just a little bit, just to, loosen the bow limbs up. Yep. Yeah. Oh shit! Got the string in my hand. Now I'm pulling the keeper down. This goes between the keeper and up to the bow. And now a little pull, and the string is over the knot right there. All right, now I let it down real easy. These bows can come alive and limbs can walk back and forth to one another. This bow has been so well tillered that we're getting just a little of that. Now the tiller, as you see, the cheater came off. Now I'm getting a hair more curve in this bow limb than I am in this bow limb, although they look even to you, but to me standing here, they're not. This end hadn't got quite as much curve in here as this bow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna warm the belly of it just a little bit. Just warm that limb a little bit by friction. You can't believe what that'll do. This is how you actually tiller a horn bow. The finished tillering is done this way. And that is basically what I'm doing. And now we got somewhere. Now that bow right at this moment is just about in perfect tiller. This would be perfect tiller right there. I got my finger on the string, but that would be perfect tiller right there. So it's almost there. Yeah. Yeah. Just cool out here, I guess, yeah. Yeah, we can shoot for distance anyway. Just to see what it's gonna do. When you draw the bow to shoot, I want you to come to full draw and immediately let it go.
Right.
Now that's 400 grains on those air tips.
Yeah, that's a long damn way.
Well, I heard it hit the ground.
Let's measure it. Come on, let's go measure.
Are you going to shoot again?
You can. You got 3 arrows you can shoot.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We're going to go ahead and fire off the other 2.
Well, I told y'all it was a good bow. It was a shooter. It just ain't got what I want yet. That was a little high. That's going to fall short. All right, Annie. 44 degrees.
All right.
Draw and shoot. Just take your time now and get a good draw. What do you think? You know where it went?
Yeah, roughly.
I know.
Now the fun starts.
Now the fun starts.
Okay.
All right. What was it?
500 foot, 167 yards.
157?
67.
67. It's way shy. I thought it was. The southeast of the United States is not the place to shoot a hornbow. Nowhere in the east is correct. But once you get out in that dry climate and leave it there for about 3 days, this thing will damn near double the poundage with the same draw weight. And you'll get a damn shot over 300 yards out of it with 300 feet per second with an arrow flight.
All right, so this summer you're saying we got to go to Montana or something?
Well, that's about right.